Hey everybody, good morning from Najera. We're going to where, Mandy?
Santo Domingo de la Calzada.
What she said. In the background, you can see, yes, yet another little cathedral. But if you can see to where I'm pointing, just there, there's a massive stork nest. And there's one at least, maybe two little babies in there. And I got some really good close-up photos of them yesterday afternoon. They're everywhere here now. And the town just leave them up. They don't try and get rid of them. And the nests become huge. So be aware for more stork photos for anybody who may be of a maternity nature. Anyway, so 21 kilometres today. It's raining, of course, but we'll get there. And anyway, have a great day wherever you are. Cheers. The long and winding road, as they say.
I was ringing the bell, doing what Santo Domingo used to do to
Well, good evening, folks. We have had a lovely rest day here in Santo Domingo de la Calzada. It's a real tongue twister for me, but I'm reading it up the screen, so I have a teleprompter. A rest day here for us both. It was good. I actually realised when I got into town last night that the pocket on my main wearing pants had actually worn through, and that's where I was carrying my passport. So luckily, nothing happened. So we found a really neat hiker's shop today, and we bought a new pair of pants. Also found a nice pair of inserts for my boots that give me a little bit more buffering from. There's some really quite sharp roads, pebbles, and they thrash your feet after 20, 25 kilometres. So I think that'll be good. But I thought you'd like to know this the story of the cathedral, which is behind me, just there. Probably not quite in focus. Mandy and I climbed it today. We went up to the bells at 7 o'clock, and we went down. We went right up the top, but before I went 7, we went down a little bit because we didn't want to get deafened. But it's actually a town with a really cool little story, and there's loads of these sort of stories on these trips, but I thought this one was pretty good. So it's approximately 700 years old. This town, probably a bit older, but anyway, as the legend goes, a devout German couple was making the pilgrimage to Santiago, which is where we're headed, with their 18-year-old son. But when they reached here, Santo Domingo, a local girl took a liking to the young German who, being a good Christian, did not respond to her advances. Hurt and angry, she put a silver cup into his bag and accused him of theft. So the town believed her and hung the innocent boy. Bit unfortunate. His parents, although they were sad, went on to Santiago where they prayed for their son. And on their return trip, they again stopped in to Santo Domingo, this time to visit their son's body. But to their surprise, he was alive and still hanging from his rope. Mm. At this point, I always wonder how they didn't notice that part before they left. But it's best not to talk a lot about the questions of these stories. In some versions of the story, the boys spoke to them and told them that Saint James himself was keeping him alive, which is Saint James is one of the apostles that we're walking to Santo Diego. The parents rushed to the town's sheriff once they saw he was still alive and demanded that he release their son. The good sheriff was just sitting down to a hearty poultry dinner, chicken, and laughed in their faces and said, "That boy is no more alive than these chickens on my plate." So, as you guessed, yep, the roasted birds are apparently believed to have sprouted back their feathers and beaks, got up, and started walking around the dinner table. Properly chastened, the sheriff rushed to the gallows and released the young German, who was pardoned and allowed to go home. So the story spread, lending credibility of sorts to the Santiago pilgrimage and drawing spiritual tourists to Santo Domingo itself, which petitioned the Pope to allow them to display two birds, a hen and a rooster, inside the church as a symbol of the miracle. To this day, that chicken and that rooster, probably not the original ones, are still sitting in there. We went into today. Manny got some great video of them. And if you're willing to shekel a few euros out, you can go in. It was well worth it. It's uh, it's Roman Catholic. It's everything's way over the top as far as jewels and art and silver and gold and you name it, they've got it there. But there's these two chickens, a chicken and a rooster. I thought that was kind of nice. So they didn't answer my question though as to what came first, the chicken or the egg. But I guess I'll find that out later on. So we've got about another 23-kilometre walk tomorrow, and we are going to Mandy Bellarado. Thank you. She's always on hand. And yeah, so hopefully the weather, it's raining now outside, but it's supposed to be clear skies for tomorrow. So anyway, wish you all a great evening and we will see you soon.